If it does get towards the side, I think Fnatic know that they've got a lot of pressure on their shoulders. But ladies and gents, we are live here for Vertigo. Fnatic starting on that T side, Virtus.pro on the CT side.
Flit on the first spot. Not sticking around after he's been seen. Starting slow here, but VP very ready for an A hit. Full belts of utility on the Fnatic side. Super slow build up here. Minute gone pretty much. And we've not seen much movement at all. Fnatic just waiting. See if anyone comes in behind them, trying to feign presence, I suppose, and expecting VP to think that they are up ramp. However, they will take it slowly. Norbert is ready and waiting with this contact flash. Actually, two of them. Jame to get in the mix. You know, going to be deadly if Fnatic are not ready for these fights. No utility over the top as yet from that T side, despite having bought up so much of it. Electronic, he goes hunting in. Positioning here is absolutely beautiful, but he's immediately deleted. Maybe the trade-off of info will be worth it. We'll see. Norbert gets those flashes in. Good God, it's such a mess. Flip for one. Caught reloading here, though. Oh, my God, and squished together. They will take control of the A-bomb site. Looking very, very good for Fnatic. Should be able to confirm from here. They've spotted out Fame. Oh, they've eliminated Fame, in fact, above the top of that smoke. It's just going to be Jame now, and he too will fall. Body getting a little excitable there as he congratulates everybody across the board. A beautiful pistol.
In the server, it actually was a good pistol. They're just hitting their shot. I mean, that comes down to winning the 50-50s. It's not about the game plan or kind of how they're setting themselves up in a post barn. It is just, in terms of its kind of fundamentals, they hit the headshots. It's simple as that. If it wasn't for it, I think Fnatic, that one is very kind of feasible in terms of a retake coming through, but not to be. I'm judging by the lack of movement that we have a pause. Yeah, so a good time to maybe deliberate on what we've just seen. So yeah, one of those pistol rounds where for me, very, very slow. VP read it actually quite well. They've got still a lot of presence here over towards his A site, but they just cannot hit their shots. Simple as that, easy as that. And that's what comes through. I think I'm assuming maybe a technical pause over on that Fnatic side. They did basically pause in towards their spawn. And looking at it, it's feeling like maybe might be back in just a moment. Our tech guru came over, gave it a little look. Little Carlo Ancelotti raises the eyebrow and then he's gone. You won't get that one, but the football fans will get it. A good start.
I know who he is. I know. I can picture it. You know, him raising an eyebrow. I vaguely know what he looks like.
Real Madrid manager.
Not sure of the
he like just never says anything, right, on the sideline. He kind of just chills out, and then every now and again he would just like raise his eyebrow, and then Real Madrid score 2, and I was like, what the hell? Like, what is that signaling? But it works. And it seemed to work here. kyuubii back in the server, back hitting those shots as Flit or fall. Let's take a tag. A low buy round for VP. We're not expecting a hell of a lot here, in all fairness, but a kill or two we'll take. Yeah, yeah.
Just sound like my kind of manager, to be fair.
He's like, you know, they call him the Don. You know what I mean? Like, he's like,
right, okay.
He's actually now revered as like one of the GOATs, one of the greatest of all time, so.
Speaking of, we got KRIMZ here. Maybe he's in that argument if he keeps on going. Woohoo! And indeed, some nice frags out from the old guard. The veteran just going to be Mr. Jame, a veteran of sorts on the other side as well. Not expecting too much here. There is some damage done. I can't find the right players though, and KRIMZ will come away with a nice collection of eco frags. Second round for Fnatic. Going through the motions, VP quickly into a buy.
That's what we want to see. We want to see the rifles out on deck for these guys, see what they can do. It's one of those as well where for us, big question marks about what this map looks like for VP, because it is a punish pick on paper. It is, of all the maps in the pool, it is their weakest, bar the perma. And for me, this is an opportunity for Fnatic, and a really decent one as well. Fnatic have picked up 2 losses. You mentioned some of them had some moments. We casted one of them, and it was, a little bit close at times. But I still think Fnatic there is a lot of work that needs to be done for this team still. They're not quite at the level they're at. And it's something I actually mentioned earlier, which I think is really, really important. That's why we see teams like Eternal Fire and 3D Max, etc., do so well. Is playing those online tournaments, playing as many officials under your belt as you can. This is things that, you know, all these tier 2, tier 1.5 teams that really start to make a move in terms of their own ability. That's where it starts. It's those online tournaments. As much as they can be quite, I guess, annoying to play as a top-level player, it's, yeah, pretty important. Fame finds the first. KRIMZ had the right idea, but not the execution.
A slow-moving game, though, honestly, right? Like, you know, these two teams really just playing the drought at the moment. Afro does get a bit quicker there to try and pick something up at the top end of ramp, but VP not giving the peak at all. fnatic rotating back around towards this B-bomb site. There is only one player in the immediate vicinity. Quick rotation not going to be cut off as Norbert comes to join Fame. Fame getting those comms in, getting the rotation round, and Norbert actually looking to play aggressive. There's backup from Jame as well. Nice little angle here for Body. Norbert caught off guard too. It's Fame at the back end of default. Oh, it's a team kill that might just help them out here. 2 versus 2. Flip rolling in, trying to spam away through the smoke. Nothing coming for him. Takes that conventional angle above the smoke and sets up for the double kill. VP will mount a very quick and successful retake.
Well, a bit of a spam through rafters, down towards stairs, get the opening kill, and then just buy a bit of time. Yes, the bomb goes down, but they work it really well. Round that smoke, looking for openings, and Electronic finding his. Yeah, good work. That's where it started. And I guess if you're fnatic as well, bonus buy, walking away with a good amount of kills and a bomb plant. You're not the unhappiest. It does make you think that if it wasn't a team kill, maybe, just maybe, in the 2 versus 2, something could have come to fruition. Either way, Virtus.pro, Norbert has an MP9. As he prioritizes utility, fnatic into their full buy now. Bonus of last round, full buy now as the AKs across the board. Had a good amount of util as well. This is a real litmus test for, I think, fnatic as a team. This second matchup against Virtus.pro, because, you know, now we've seen that Virtus.pro have picked up a win. You know, they're a competent side, and we know that maybe not in the reverse of a honeymoon stage with Electronic coming in. They actually can bring out decent wins. So we need to see what they can do in this rematch. Looking too good so far.
No, this is true again. fnatic, I think, looking very confident in this. It feels like a team that maybe has got the number of VP. Perhaps I'm speaking too early, however. KRIMZ. Look close, got to find this trade here. They're not going to give the fights. There was a close player for just a second. They moved back, but then push back round. It's a little messy, I have to admit. Electronic, though, making use of Norbert's distraction. It will all be down to Afro. There's a man coming in from behind that he does expect. Looking for this fight. Oh, gonna eat the dink. However, brings it down to a 1v1 that is totally winnable now.
They say it's a race he's gonna lose here. Oh, but it's a ruse as well. Afro playing the mind games. He's playing chess and Electronic playing checkers, and he doubles back over towards A. Electronic sticking around here, but tucking his head. The bomb's gonna go down. A freebie plant over towards B. Nobody here to stop him. I mean, he's going loud about it, and Electronic is nowhere near. Too little, too late. Bomb will go down. But Afro actually can't cross cleanly. So he's going to play up close in Gen. 14 points of HP for Afro. 38 for Electronic. It's whoever connects the first bullet. Realistically, Electronic creeping and clearing. Afro had the drop, but he misses the shot. That'll cost him. And VP will take that every day of the week. A second round put on the board for them. They tie this one up. And the first full buy as well out for fnatic. Not finding success.
Rough, very, very rough indeed. Yeah, I think they will be kicking themselves on that one. You know, they had a moment there where they were in control. They lose 2 in the mid round, right? That was kind of the big thing. I think mid and maybe A, we didn't quite catch the kills, but they lost some key fights. So we'll see here. Timeout coming in very early on. Keita getting on the mic, wanting to set them up properly. It's a tough game. You never really know what to expect out of VP, and there's a lot of unknown factors. Electronic comes in. You spoke about the fact that it would allow them to get a bit more aggressive, and that is absolutely something that they are going to lean on. Some rounds might be a bit crazier. Some rounds they might push in. You know, we've had a couple out from them. Actually, I believe in the very first matchup against fnatic, they did lose it, but there were sort of fake saves and late retake attempts and things. You know, very anti-VP DNA. So we'll see if that continues here in this second time of asking against fnatic.
Hold on. Let's see. What do we got? What have we got to work with? We do have a buy for fnatic, which is the main thing. Our bomb plant. And now a little bit of loss bonus, I guess, facilitating exactly that. Deagle, triple Galil, and 1 AK-47 in the hands of Body. Leading by example, Body as well so far. 5 kills to his name. He's doing all right. Looks a little crisp. It's Keista, of course. Can he keep up this consistency? He's leading the charge here out in towards mid. As a Molotov comes deep in towards CT, might give him a chance to wrap. He's waiting for a push from Elevator, and he should get it in just a second. Making a move. Body will find the kill. Continuing to deliver Body here, but gonna get caught. Jay will be traded out by kyuubii. Fame's backside as well, as kyuubii looking to clear back 90, but he can't. Fame delivering so low. Does he expect one more on towards Platt? The only thing is he's beckoning over a rotation. And now he's got Flit in support as well. Smoke will come down. KRIMZ is trying to make a difference out of this. As long as Fame didn't peek, he would have stayed alive. But now it puts Flit into a 1 versus 2. Tough way to make this work. Smoke will meet him as well. So now he's really in a bit of a tough spot here. They've got to collect the bomb, and they've got to try and find a way back into this. MATYS playing on the left-hand side of that smoke. Bomb will go down. And Flit has no real decision what to do here. Do you keep hold of the AK? Or do you give this a go? No kit. Here's the big thing. It's probably gone down. Spot on the leg. Spot to head as well, but can't quite connect on it. Flit swinging in towards the site. Looking for one. Back double. Can't connect. Trying to isolate. Oh, and Flit finds 2. That's beautiful. What a clutch. What a 1v2 for Flit. The talisman of Virtus.pro making his presence known. A beautiful, beautiful display. Look through again. I think as well, Fame. A lot of credit has to be given to this guy. Just staying alive and buying time for the rotation. This 1v2 is a beaut. MATYS maybe should have done a little bit better on the trade. Wasn't to be. So here we are now. Jane, dropping a smoke. Play up close. Jane is so low with that MP9. Numbers are good for Virtus.pro, but can be very easily brought back to level playing field. Molotov going to go towards default. Jane making a creep move here. He might actually catch one off guard. He will. Jane going to get his. Trying to deny that bomb going down, and with his presence and position known, they might be able to do exactly that. Open plant for kyuubii. Has to. It's the only place he can plant because of Jame on that flank. The bomb will go down 2 versus 3. Very passive here, Virtus.pro, as they start to make a move. kyuubii finding one, not traded by Norbert. Needs to find this kill. Oh, and he gets tapped down. Beautiful. And now James thrust into a 1 versus 1, but he's so low. Looking desperately for a smoke to work with. Might have to just tap onto the ball. Might even just have to hold it. With no kit. It's going to make his life so difficult. kyuubii tied. No kit. There's one in front of him, but he's got no chance. So James going to save. Get out of there with his M4A1S, and that will be that. fnatic answer back. Oh, that was a dicey one. But again, I think Norbert's spacing is a little rough there. When his teammate falls, he's got to trade him instantaneously, but he allows the ability to set up kind of an isolated fight. And somehow, some way, from a 5v3, they lost that. Hello. Wow. Double M4. Ooh, Galil on MATYS will start things off. It is a bit of an interesting buy, but a classic VP buy when you see that the force come through with just one more M4, but one of them's already gone.
Yes, indeed. I mean, they try their best here, I suppose, with what they have, but I'm not sure if they really want to risk going for that M4 either. They still feel they might have a bit of a chance. Nades round from CT side. Fane. Oh, not going to be able to find anything. Electronic is here quite early with that M4. Trying to be a hero here. He will be traded out. Only able to find that one. I don't think there's really going to be much going on for VP. And in fact, just going to say what they have. Maybe rotate back around and try and pick up that fallen M4 from earlier.
I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. They'll get it, right? It's just the main thing. Well, they should. It was somewhere. Oh, no. Did it go off the map? I think it might have been shot off the map. Oh, you hate to see it. You really do. Spray down the body, and as the gun's falling, one more bullet just sends it 51 floors down on towards the street. So, all we have is 2 pistols to work with for Virtus.pro. A 5.7 and a P250. And that'll be that.
Terrorists win.
Fortunate no gun save, but fnatic for them, really good work. Utilizing these sort of quite janky buys, so to say, out from this fnatic side. And I can't see it there, but I don't know whether it was shot off, but it looked like it just dropped on towards the side, but maybe it did fall with a nade or something. Either way, MATYS, good round from him, cracking things open. That's got double kill, one towards A, one towards B. I don't really have a buyout for Virtus.pro, so they're going to gamble stack towards this B side.
Makes sense. Go for something, you know, hard to guess, but fnatic, you can kind of see them immediately playing around an eco, not going in too fast, sending body on that Mach 10 for some information. Do like the move here from fnatic. Okay, maybe not. To be fair, they've slowed things down a bit. I thought they were going to start speeding up the ramp here, but taking it slowly. Making sure not to make any mistakes. And it could as easily be an A stack. We know it's a B stack, but obviously in their minds, it could be either bomb site right now, but I think they are indeed weary of heavy presence somewhere. They will soon discover that there is nobody around.
Yeah, bomb will go down. And that'll be that, really. It's one of those rounds which kind of amounts to not all too much. And all looking for something on the tail end. You may as well. You got a few pistols. Have a little look in, see if you can find anything. But yeah, we're not expecting really too big of a deal at the tail end here. Electronic might be bait for a trade. KRIMZ is going to get dinged, sticking around. That's one more before he falls. It's a Galil dropped over, but of all the guns to drop, it's probably one you don't really care that much about. fnatic going to find a 5th here on this C side. And honestly, so far as T side's going Vertigo, actually not that bad. This is a pretty decent little run out from them. Virtus.pro have not looked too comfortable thus far. And we did say this map is quite punishing for them. And there's also quite a lot of data as well. So not only have Fnatic got a lot of data how to prep into this map, but also a lot of data on how to prep for a win, because most teams you're playing against Virtus.pro and Vertigo win. Simple as that. So far, so good. That prep has been working well. And of course, when you look at some of the recent results, Vertigo, of course, you know, so far this tournament, we've had the likes of Fnatic, which they lost to in their initial matchup. Then they did win, in all fairness, against Saw. Saw tried to punish them, weren't able to do so. But then against FaZe, 13-10 loss for them. So they played it 3 times already, Virtus.pro, this tournament. But it's always picked into them. And before that, at Chengdu, of course, we were covering some of Chengdu. Against Astralis, they got battered 13-7. And they also lost to FlyQuest Red 13-11. I mean, all the way back, it's pretty rough. Their only win, basically, this year is Saw, like, 3 days ago. So it's not been a good map for them. One that maybe needs a little bit more time in the prac server, but officials aren't a bad way to go about it.
That is true. That is very true. I think it's a nice enough map for us to start off on, you know, problems with the map itself, but in terms of this matchup, in terms of how close it could be. And every now and then, we did see one yesterday, of course, the G2 M80 game. Every now and then, Vertigo does deliver. So, and when it delivers, you know, I think, does it make up for having it in the pool? Not sure, but it is pretty good. Charging in towards B here now. A 1-for-1 thus far. Norbert still remains alive, which is going to be problematic. There's so many smokes down. 4 smokes on the B-bomb side right now. I think there's more smoke than there is clear space. kyuubii in from behind, though. They're not ready for this at all. Oh, he could get away with absolute murder. Might even have got a bit more if he went in for trigger discipline. Electronic will trade him, but Fnatic, they get the control that they were after. The space for the bomb plan. Very quickly brought back into the balance, however. KRIMZ giving his life away a little too quickly for my liking. MATYS close to this smoke. Afro spotting the head of one and a second. Loses his fight. It's all going to be down to MATYS, but definitely doable here. First one falls. Second quickly joins him. And a big clutch up in the 1v2. Yeah, huge. Huge for MATYS. Really good to see. This is a guy who's continuously now stepping up for this Fnatic side. Multi-frags are a walk in the park for him. But a really nice pop out on towards that site. You already see a Virtus.pro desperately trying to fight their way back in with this reinvestment, and it just doesn't find that form. MATYS, his ability to isolate the fight is beautiful. That one, sublime, right side gen, even better. 6-3. A really, really good run of things so far. Jamie towards the orb, he might feel a bit of pressure here, because the Mac 10 in his face, but he's gonna hit the shot. My God, that's quick. Electronic gets a smoke down. Just try and work with this control, James. Oh, finds another criminal here on the orb. Why he is a master of it. They start to drop back, and MATYS gets in at the perfect time. Might be able to catch a window to find a frag. No, they do check it out. They're well versed with their timings here. They will track him down and in for the second as well. Electronic on the 5-7 comes alive to secure the round. kyuubii's position revealed now. Bomb contained for VP. There's absolutely no chance, and James makes it so. 3-piece from the IGL. Really nicely done, right? That was a round I was already worried about. I mean, there's a world in which that Mac 10 in towards short just kills James off the rip, and that's the round up on his head. But fair play to him. Really well done, the AWP. Speak about Lee, my example, he makes a real big difference here. They needed somebody as well to step up, and he does exactly that. So, great work. A great flick on that third. Up to 4 now. Starting to make this a workable CT side. Already a killer piece early into this round. Yeah, we are starting to make this a workable CT half on a Virtus.pro. I would like to see them push it up to at least 5. This might be the opportunity to do so as well. KRIMZ is down. So of all the times, this one could be a good one. So come down towards short. I'll meet MATYS here as he starts to creep, flit. He was ready for it, but MATYS is just quicker. Yeah, he's looking good, you know. He is looking good. A little quiet for us yesterday, I think, when we caught him. But here, looking pretty good. Slow move up from Fnatic once again. Body, though, is out on B quite quickly. Afro going to get his catch behind. So looking very, very good here for Fnatic. They have run-of-the-mill, lots of options. They're going to go B, not going to take any chances with the remaining 2 VP players. James has read this, but he just doesn't know how deep this lurking player is once that bomb goes down. You would imagine a save, and although we talk all about the VP saves and whatnot, here it makes a lot of sense. It's not against the grain.
Well, keep on to what they've got. Open an AK might be tested at the end here, body. Looked like he's on a little look in, but Jamie is dipping away, so looks like they're going to be given the luxury of a save here. Unless body does decide to wrap back through. He might actually get a bit of a gap, in all fairness. Having a little look in. I don't think body realizes how close he is to the action. James to his left, and Fame just round that corner. Fame doubles back and catches body. Smoke will come down as well. They're still alive. No issues, no problems. It's Fnatic guaranteeing a lead at the turn of the half. Up to a 7th. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. We're not going to complain about that. This is a Fnatic side who haven't quite been up to the level that maybe they kind of expect of themselves, but they are starting to slowly make a decent portfolio here at Pro League. That's a good one for them. 7-4, final round of the half. Full buys both ways, AWPs both ways. With that save coming through from James and Fame at the end.
Body charging forwards, a little different here from Fnatic to play things aggressive, looking good for the 8th round as they take the first name. Norbert been having a rough game, but then he is playing probably the worst position in all of Counter-Strike. Electronic off angle for him over on A, catching that lurk. Body keeps pushing forwards, but he has been left semi-alone. He's got a bit of util support, but ultimately numbers-wise, they've given it up. Electronic. He knew this was going to happen. A lovely little spot from him. Nade going down. Does decent damage. Not an awful lot onto Afro. All things considered here. Still, every little helps. He's going to try and contact him with the AWP to get Fnatic. Whoa, back into the round. Misses the shots.
Drop his util over. Flip. All sticking around. Well, Jenny, this nade could do a chunk of damage, and it will. Decent. Tags all 3. But they are at least given the space here. They'll no flits towards headshot. It's just about if anyone else is playing close, and I'll realize soon there is. Electronic avoids the flash. Electronic 1. Looking for the second. Tag going to come through, but not enough for the kill as KRIMZ. He'll make it 2. Beautifully. Flash comes over. Might try and jump up on towards headshot, but KRIMZ will smoke himself, so he sets up a 2v2, which is absolutely doable. He's playing up close here. This is really working well. KRIMZ is trying to buy some time, a little bit of an off angle they may not expect. Flit looking in, a re-smoke going to come through. He's playing around it. Fame will be tagged. Tap on towards the bomb. It's actually a hold. Misses the shot. Afro going to go again. Oh, and he flicks on towards the player. That will be the half. 7-5. A Ninja Defuse from Virtus.pro at the tail end gets them a 5th, but it was a rough half for Counter-Strike, all things considered. Can they turn around on their T side? We'll find out after the break.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back into the second half here. fnatic are looking good, picking up pace towards the end there. Will be slowed down in that very final round, I suppose. VP, is it quite enough from them? I mean, scoreline-wise, yeah, 7-5. I am curious to see what this VPT side looks like, though. Obviously, a difficult map for this team. Pistol means everything, as they do at the moment. Very, very valuable indeed in CS2 with the less rounds, and they are rushing straight in. Not something you would expect from VP necessarily, but a quick response here from fnatic. Beautiful little boost to find that first kill. The airstrike comes in. There's a return frag. We've got plenty of scrappage here.
So, Electronic, you've got a hell of a lot of space, which is great. Do you realize how close kyuubii is? They're neck and neck, but a shadow betrays him. Opting to keep hold of the Glock for now for these close range encounters rather than the USPS. Molotov comes down towards construction, and that will give them a bomb plant. Electronic going to play up close. In and around this smoke, he can make it work. Time ticking now. fnatic going to try and pull off a retake, but they don't have a kit.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy here. I feel like VP are in a really, really good position. KRIMZ goes flying in with the knife. Oh my goodness, no way he's going to get away with that. And he finds a kill. Might just have brought them back into the mix here. Absolutely insane move from KRIMZ, and they are doing it, man. It's all down to Flick. Tap onto the bomb. Not a lot of time. If he can get that player off the bomb, then he's going to get the round. That's what he's looking for. Nobody. He runs out of ammo, and Flick gets them both. Despite the heroics of the flying KRIMZ, fnatic will still lose out.
Oh my god, what is that round? We've got to see it again. We have to see a replay of that. That was absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god, what a round of Counter-Strike for all the wrong reasons. Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
So smart, though, actually.
I know.
It's so
and it's actually
smart.
also so smooth as well. It's like as he lands his knife in the back, it's beautiful. Like, it's actually perfect. It's the only thing that makes that round rough is just the running out of ammo for body.
Yep.
Oh, damn. Damn, that is such a rough way to lose a round for fnatic off the back of all the it goes to hero plays, and KRIMZ really giving them a chance. And now it means they have no money here, so it should be another freebie of a round for VP, which also can be them tying this game back up.
Speedy stuff from VP to get control of A. Bomb going down. fnatic. You kind of have a decision to make here. Some teams might throw themselves in, try and get a gun. Some teams might be extra vigilant in these types of situations and actually just save on a CT side, because you deny kill bonus away. You don't know how many SMGs are in the mix.
Exactly
and even then, you don't want to give easy kills. So it looks like that is what they're doing here. Actually, no, they're going to go in late. They're going to go in late and try and get them saving, which on Vertigo specifically, I quite like the idea of, but then this is what happens. You just given $1,800 to Flip essentially for free, but two of them do drop to the bomb. So it's swings and roundabouts, really.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I think generally speaking, if you're in that situation, I don't mind going for a little bit of a push at the end. But yeah, you do give over the ability to have an AWP if they want. Like I say, you know, 1,800, you have so much money over towards Flip for kind of nothing. Yes, he goes down to the bomb, but so it's one of those things where now it gives so much cash in reserves to the side. You can see, right, with full buys, Electronic, Jame, well over 2K. Open play here, though, for Afro. He's going to have to try and make this one work. There's not in response, at the very least, for Jame just yet. Nade back white, kyuubii's in trouble. Bye-bye, down he goes. Easy little nade setup, super simple. And kyuubii, such a common angle, such a common position, especially for him specifically. And he falls. Now, we actually saw a really interesting development when we caught fnatic the other day. Them against, I think it was a Turn of Fire, where kyuubii likes to be back 90 a hell of a lot. So maybe that's him trying to, you know, in his head, change it up a little bit. He played back 90 most rounds on CT and would always fight through the flames. This time, back white, it cost him his life.
VP Not in firm control this round just yet. Flick goes digging in, and he's going to discover a bit more open than potentially he was expecting. I think he just heard the end of that reload of MATYS. So he's got a good idea here. There's not going to be anybody around, and may well not be anyone at all in this final 30 seconds. Bomb plant to come through. fnatic on the other side of the map with this one. A gamble of sorts. An incorrect gamble. That is the way it goes sometimes, so they will just save and have to concede the lead, importantly, over to VP.
Yeah, that's it. Virtus.pro starting to make a move on this T side, which is really good to see. This is a map in which has not been kind to them at all. Like I was mentioning earlier, their only win so far in the last few months is against Saw yesterday. Oh, not yesterday, a few days ago. But it's not been a great map for them. Hell of a lot of losses under their belt. fnatic hope they could punish by picking into this, but it also isn't a fantastic map for fnatic. And we are starting to see bits of that now. A lead now to work with. Virtus.pro up to an 8th. They do save, so at least for fnatic, they should be able to rebuy in. With 3 saved, you can reinvest. Question, of course, do they want to? I think they probably should here. They've got enough to drop at least the likes of, FAMAS as they want to do that, or pick up in towards MP9, something along those lines. Traditionally, with 3 staying alive, I'd normally say buy. I don't think there's any point in having a double M4 AWP and not buying around it. So Kate's going to have a little conversation. And yeah, you can see drops coming through now. The M4s and all the likes. And a FAMAS for kyuubii to round it all off. But he should get a full battle util. So it's okay. Kate's getting pretty vocal there. He does, when he gets on the mic, he's pretty emotive. It's always good to see for you, coach. He always, he cares. But a little bit more needed, right? Because at the moment, this fnatic side are starting to look a little dicey.
KRIMZ. Oh, still finds the kill. It looked like he was going to be off there, didn't it? Flash comes round, but the blind spray from Norbert is enough to finish off KRIMZ. A nice trade out for VP. What now? VP, I think, playing a really unpredictable T side here. Very confident, but sometimes that confidence is misplaced. kyuubii will shut things down over on B. Still a squad moving into A here. And they might just find success. Flip, clean frag, body down ramp. What is going on in this round, man? There are people everywhere. Norbert not expecting this push at all. He'll give it a bit of a look, but body gets the better of him. That's the bomb. They know where Flit is at, and he's got to do something. Through the smoke, he will go. Oh, not ready for kyuubii, though. Oh, my God. So many catch-offs here in this round.
A wild one. One that didn't really make any sense at all. But all in all now, we are seeing a little bit of response. Even if it's chaotic and fnatic fan rounds, I think they'll be happy with it. Just keeping themselves in this conversation, this back and forth affair, will allow them to start to build upon something. The only issue is, though, with how limited the air funds are, and he's going to, yeah, take a bit of a knock here. You see an MP9 coming through for KRIMZ. They don't have the easiest of economic situations being on that CT side. And again, Electronics into a Mach 10 himself, so I guess for the most part it is pretty fair. Orbs out both way. Electronic meets a grenade there as well as MATYS makes a little look in towards short, but it is Virtus.pro for the opening doubles. Flit and Electronic combined.
JM on the contact. Just holding for now. VP back to what they know. Taking time, calculating, not wanting to throw things away. They need to absolutely fry fnatic here. Make sure there are no saves. Lovely wall of smokes out on towards that A-bomb site. Nate goes into one of them to allow Afro to see above, but he just can't spot anything really, and it's completely fair enough. Fame not planting fully in default. They have run of the mill, of course. Why would he not take some space? It will be a save out from fnatic. However, VP not losing anybody there on that attack, on that execute.
It's the important thing. You take a lot of damage, but yeah, like you said, right, everyone alive is basically all that matters. KRIMZ going to stick around a little bit. See if you can do anything. Got a re-smoke that on MATYS CT should basically confirm this one in place. Flick can have a little look in towards spawn at the tail end, see if he can find anything on the way out in terms of the hunt. But yeah, nothing offering up for him. KRIMZ will escape with that MP9. Not the best thing in the world to save. The priority, of course, is the AK-47, is the AWP for fnatic. At least it's something to work with. Virtus.pro, this is a really strong position they find themselves in now. They're taking a lead. They're winning out this bout when it comes towards the finances too. Attack pause called. Cater and Body having a conversation. Really, really important time for them. How do they want to go about this? This should be a reinvestment. MATYS got enough for M4 armor. Body can pick up a buy as well with the likes of a FAMAS, or maybe even one dropped over if he wants the util. So all in all, there should be enough to work with again to try and make something out of this. With 3 staying alive, you can reinvest. It's sort of the age-old rule with the CT sides, especially because of lost bonus as well, continuing to tick. But the only thing is, an MP9, is it worthwhile reinvesting around? And it looks like they're actually going to go with a no here. They want to reset the finances. They want to get back to having M4s across the board rather than taking these hits with the lesser firepower, and that'll be that. So, it should be a good opportunity here for Virtus.pro. James spotted the shadow. He knows one's dropped. That's information gained. How do they play this? One pop flash to force out Afro might be the play, but they're going to try peek this. James hits a shot, a tag, and it's Fame who sees him off, but kyuubii double down, and James will answer back.
Might have done enough. We'll see. It's a difficult read here for fnatic. You know, the full committal from VP has been quite late on. Even after finding early kills, they have often slowed things down. Even here, kind of faking things out, drawing attention. Norbert going to be left alone over there. It looks like the bomb is indeed pulling out. MATYS P250 in hand. On the other side of things to gather information, but bomb sort of makes its way back around. Yeah, they're playing a guessing game here, VP. Oh, and it might not work out. Body goes digging in, catches Norbert. Still having a rough game down there on 7 kills. Trade comes back from Flitz. MP9 reveals itself. MATYS in behind is the big thing here, though, now. He will absolutely know whether they try and rotate back around. Flit calculating for that frag, not able to find it. And the slower they move, the better MATYS' position becomes. The checks behind are half-arsed, really. It's all going to be down to the timing. An M4 retrieve for MATYS could be big here. He's being watched for, though. Flit may well have seen that M4 disappear. KRIMZ left alone on the MP9. Surely they can get the better of him. Plant going to come round. It's a fake out, but he still isolates a fight. Brings it down to the 1 versus 1. James round the corner. It comes close. The head was there for the taking. KRIMZ can't find it, however.
Oh my god, that's way too close. Way too close for comfort. Good effort from fnatic, it has to be said. They've actually really made a conversation out of that round, which felt like it probably wasn't going to be the case. But yeah, I do think just that flank getting caught is probably what cost them. I don't know whether he heard something or, like you said, saw that M4 being picked up, but he seemed aware. He seemed very aware. That's that kill being found. If MATYS had got a bit of a timing, maybe a tad quicker potentially as they were still moving up the stairs, something could have worked with it. But it was basically Nico to get a full buyout here. So for fnatic, I don't think they're too miffed. It is Virtus.pro with a 2-round lead and 3 rounds away. Taking this map. They're going quick. They're going seriously quick towards B. They're flying in. Fame leading the charge. James caught a quick one out of nowhere. I don't know what information he spotted, but he's immediately said we've got to hit B.
Maybe working against his own tendencies. Slow, drawn-out B taking the previous. They might not expect them B again, but they go much, much faster. At least not B without presence. Fame a little distracted there. Oh my goodness, and the retake actually looking good. KRIMZ just brute force straight back in. Getting those elbows wide and taking down 2 with him. Bull in a China shop, as they say. James and Norbert left in the 2 versus 4 Two of the quieter players here for VP, going to give it their best go. Norbert. Oh, it's close, isn't it? However, he's taken a couple of names. If James can do the same, VP will steal this.
Oh, he's just a known quantity. Yeah, Deadman walking. KRIMZ biding his time, waiting for his opportunity. And I'll find the round. So fnatic staying alive, staying competitive. Bit by bit, moment by moment, we're seeing fnatic find new ways to react. And I think in that one, you know, that quick play, I really don't know what James saw, but it felt like he saw something towards bottom ramp and he instantaneously calls, right, we've got to hit B here immediately. And it wasn't the worst call in the world, but they just look a little bit overwhelmed by the speed of it. The T side, that is. Their own speed kind of shocked them. Some couple of messy moments. Jay spots body on the jiggle peak, hits him on the second time of asking. Easy as freebie of an opener, and body has to call from the grave.
Pretty nice opener for VP, actually. Difficult for fnatic now. VP, one of the hardest teams to play against when they have that early advantage. They really can squeeze you dry. So many different approaches that they have in their back pocket. Electronic tries in for another. Flip thinking about it. James tagged down, but unafraid to take another fight. Double thus far. Electronic on the Mac 10. Spotting out another towards gap here. Surely MATYS not long for this world. Playing the anti-flash, but unfortunately timing against him. Flit was ahead of the flash. Easy drop, easy win. VP back on the board.
KRIMZ and kyuubii, they've got to save it. I mean, maybe kyuubii can look for an upgrade of a weapon, but bar that, there's no point. They just do not have the finances. It's a simple thing. It's all well and good on the CT side, you know, winning a couple of rounds. But actually, the biggest thing that's letting fnatic down right now is actually the lack of consistency. Because they are getting these rounds here and there, but without any in consecutive order, right? They're not building up any stability in their finances. They're not building up any sort of a kind of money in arrears situation. So they, you know, they win a round, but 2 or 3 people die, and before you know it, left really struggling in the finances. Jay, I'm trying to reclaim the spaces. He knows KRIMZ is around this corner, but KRIMZ, all too smart, gets out of there, and that'll be that. An upgrade for Electronic. He'll get himself an AK-47 off his teammate's corpse, and that will be VP once again. Pulling a little further away, and it all basically starts from here. Jay, nice opener. Gets a second. And we see this happen a couple of times, right? You know, when times get a little tough for Virtus.pro, it's James who leads by example, individually steps up for a couple of kills. He did it a few rounds ago. 9-11 now, with VP being 2 rounds ahead of fnatic. 2 rounds away from taking away their map pick. What is meant to be a punish. fnatic have only pistols around what they had saved.
KRIMZ on the boost. Good find. Whoa, a little difficult for him to get away. P250 does find success. They are slowly overwhelming things, but VP keeping their cool. And they will actually drop back here, try and take the bomb out, or are they sticking around? You know, so hard even for us to really know what VP want to do, but just a small retreat to get a bit of a reset, not let the chaos take over.
Body. Waiting. Waiting. Tag coming through. It's a tough angle. He's tapping away for him, but he can't connect it. They don't have the util to clear him out, so they're actually going to drop a smoke in towards CT and hope they can force a fight. Oh, there is a fight. Brilliant. It all goes the way of fnatic as KRIMZ. Beautiful double from him. Ever reliable, ever present in the server. fnatic do not yield just yet. They are still alive. They are still in this game. And bit by bit, they're making a conversation. That is a round converted off the back of a saved, well, 2 saved rifles, basically, and a few pistols. Beautiful, beautiful stuff from KRIMZ.
Really well played. Yeah, and a big one. A big one. Definitely not going to be easy pickings here for both sides, really. VP, I think, maybe performing ever so slightly better than we were expecting, but Vertigo comes in a fair amount, and they're ready for fnatic, a bit more in tune. James doing most of the talking here. Dastan behind, not really all that vocal in this timeout, just letting James do his thing, talking big, and hopefully nicking one away for VP on the half bike.
One round in it. One round, but a round which is a very feasible one to win if you are fnatic, considering just the one rifle to work for the T side. Matty to spot one, coming this over towards short. Yeah, Flit's dead man walking. Known quantity, and down he falls. James is leading the charge through mid. We'll actually get a decent amount of room here, but Body starting to double back. Elbow spotted. Waiting for the swing as well. Body is dancing with the devil a little bit.
Oh my god. That's kind of messy, but they will hold the line, back each other up. Nothing found yet for VP. A bit more of a free day, it looked like there, as they get quite aggressive. James on this AK then. What is he going to do? I mean, we might be in for a long-winded save, to be honest. Take that AK into the next. You've got Fame, who's going to be on a bit of a lower buy here, so I don't know that you want two players on a weaker weapon. It's difficult. It is very difficult, but ultimately, fnatic will take number 11 here, taking us all the way down to the wire. Max round's going to be required. It's just a question of whether we need a few more.
James just pumping the brakes here at the tail end. I mean, I think if you're Fame, you probably want to go and die. You want the loss bonus, but I guess bar that, it is about trying maybe to see what you can do this next round. At the very least, if James stays alive, it's fine. Fame has got to go and die, and he will. So there we go. At least he'll have some loss bonus in towards the next round to work with. James, on the other hand, finds his kill on towards Body. He might continue to be hunted here. There's KRIMZ around this corner. Afro as well. Don't die for time. It's getting perilous now. He's making a move. Oh my god. He's, I think, a known quantity. Pop shots coming through. KRIMZ trying to make a move, and he can't finish off the kill. Oh my god. That was close. A sigh of relief for Jay, but we are getting all the rounds here in regulation to decide who is going to win, and potentially and some as well. This feels like one of those maps that might have overtime written all over it, because these two sides are not giving up an inch. This back and forth affair, like I spoke of, continues to deliver. My god, what a game of Counter-Strike we're being gifted here. And this is only map number 1, ladies and gents. We got 2 best of 3s today.
I know. It is absolutely banging. I mean, all the stakes, it feels like, you know, so that is certainly one of the big things here, and VP, they would really want to make a deeper run than this in the group stage. Electronic, new addition, betting him in, sure, but we have said kind of a 1-for-1 upgrade. But VP, a bit more of a system team, you know, it can be difficult betting in new players with new ideas, and I'm sure Electronic at the moment is kind of respectful. That comes with the territory. You join James' team, I think you're not going to be able to join in and just sort of immediately take over or immediately be like, actually, this is what I like doing. You have to work with him for the time being, and on the post, give some of your ideas. Electronic, though, they're trying to make use of him here. Not able to find anything, few too many smokes to work through.
Electronic and Flip making a move together. Both had an okay game, especially Flip, to be perfectly honest. He's been the main man, the talisman of the frags, but Electronic's not a terrible game. 14 and 16 by his hand isn't the worst in the world. Especially, like you said, for the system. MATYS' position is so strong. This late in a round, oh my god, they are never going to expect this. MATYS, James seems to be aware of basically the possibilities, but James going to fall. MATYS going to get 2. Oh my god, surely not. He will be dropped. There's no time. There's no time for the bomb plot. fnatic are going to get a 12. Fame can't do anything but tuck his tail between his legs and run. And fnatic have stolen away around by a MATYS masterclass from Sandbags. Oh, Virtus.pro are reeling. They are kicking themselves. They left it way too late, and they just did not have the time or the resources to clear out this position. So well done. So well done.
Yeah, crazy stuff from fnatic. Really well played here at the tail end. Definitely saving some of their better setups for when they absolutely need them. VP on... Oh, man, a really bad buy here. Fame going to get boosted up. They have thought about this. He's still going, though. Molly comes over. Was there a step? There definitely is now as the flash comes in. He's got to find both. He resets his aim. Doesn't just commit down to the spray. Beautifully done as a trade back. But maybe, just maybe, VP have opened up the round and given themselves a chance here. Fame just playing chill around double afro. In with the AWP. Quiet game from him. Now would be a great moment. He's not going to take the fights, just get to smoke down on the other side of Gen. There's a player pushing him, though, and he will go down to it. Body can't trade, and overtime is just over the line. MATYS with 4 to find. Surely not going to be able to do this. Bomb has yet to go down, but they should easily clean up house. MATYS in and around the smokes. Ready and waiting for a fight, but I don't think it's ever going to come. Molotov, he's ahead of that at the very least, but yeah, not looking good. Reveals himself now. Nate going to go down for that frag. Not going to get it, as it will indeed end the round and go to overtime. We've got a bit more to come here on Vertigo.
Credit to Fame. Single-handedly, as it feels, kind of giving them the opportunity, a lifeline in that round. And then Norbert running with a Tech 9. It's such a ballsy swing when you go towards Gen. It's a coin flip, right? Absolutely 50-50. Is he looking left, looking right? And he picks the right side. And there we go. As you see, tunnel visioned in. The second, however, was completely unexpected. But by that point, done and dusted. But Fame went around. He's actually been a little bit quiet by his standards. But, man, picked the moment, didn't he? 3 kills to his name in that one. Wants to go again. Fame is relentless. Look at this. The confidence flowing through his veins. So maybe a little bit of overconfidence, though. Not exactly like fnatic are just going to roll over here. Molotov tickling body, and he takes a bit of damage. Jane takes more, and Fame is dropped already. Like I said, a bit of overconfidence costs him.
Nice nade onto Flit. Bolstering this advantage that VP are struggling to contend against. Trying for some mid control, not really an area that we've seen VP go for very often in regulation. He'll get the control of it. It's just a question of what they're going to do with it. Oh, KRIMZ takes him a little second there. Trained in on the middle of his screen, but he will find the flick all the same. Jane got to be careful. Low HP, a dangerous spam if he got followed. 45 seconds here. VP down by 2. And KRIMZ keeping this aggressive spot right now. 25 kills. Oh, not the 26th. Oh, and a quick trade there, you know. I thought maybe kyuubii would mow them down. Not going to be the case. Electronic and Jame to do it all.
Well, MATYS trying to step up for a double here. Gets the first barrel spotter, so he's known quantities with a second is. Oh my god, he's done it, Jame. Looking for the second. Tap on towards the bomb, but the flank comes through. Had to get that kill on towards MATYS a little bit quicker if he wanted a chance there. The flank feels like an inevitability, but it's too little too late. fnatic draw first blood here in overtime. And my god, what a game to start your mornings off, ladies and gents, here on the B Stream. Into overtime, map number 1. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thought? Yeah, what a game. This is a beautiful A Stream. Arkans G2 is also in overtime, in all fairness. So, both ways, you're getting a banger. And it's also on Vertigo too. So maybe Vertigo, you know, there's all these calls for it. But again, it's still now confidently being the most played. And arguably some of the best maps as well. Overtime again for us here on this map. So, it's providing the entertainment. I mean, you saw as well that G2 game yesterday, more entertainment there. We had some good ones. Vertigo especially has been good for us.
Yeah, maybe Valve are on something, man. I don't know. Like, sometimes it can be good to watch, and we get some nice rounds, and, you know, the B bomb site especially is really explosive at times. Electronic, thank you very much for finding that entry there and proving my point. I think to play Vertigo is the difficult one, right? That's where a lot of players do not get on with it. MATYS going to find the trade onto Flit. Definitely should have had that one Flit, by the way. Oh, the flash. Perfect. How? Oh, my God. Body doesn't see him. And Fame Gets away with a free frag that he never should have had. That is insane. Oh my days. 3 remain now. Only 2 before I even finish getting the words out. fnatic set to lose here, but we'll see. VP could still drop this one if they're not careful. Afro trying to get the trade out on the B-bomb site. Little late for it. Fame round the corner will indeed go down. And that reveals the position of Afro, right? It means that the CTs are very late getting together here.
So, any more on the tail end? We're going to go while KRIMZ looks in and that'll cost him. And I think Afro probably doesn't want to overplay here. Yes, you have good money in overtime, but it's not exactly unlimited money. And I'm surprised Afro even goes into that. One of those where it felt like an unwinnable clutch in that 1v3. All in all, beautifully done there. Virtus.pro answering back, and great couple of opening kills that give them so much space to work. And there's pressure towards both sides too. Give them all the space. Nice work. Really nice work. Virtus.pro 13-0 answering back, not giving fnatic an inch. And this goes back to what we were saying. This back and forth, this push and pull. Oh my god, kyuubii, this is so aggro, but there's no one there. The one time that VP aren't testing stairs early, kyuubii jumps in and there's no one there to meet him, so no one to fight.
Quiet in the mid-round here. Looking for a B hit once again. However, fnatic are going to clear out mid. Good information for them. Could send a quick flank going in. kyuubii's got to find the timing on the smoke. And he will. Need to back it up. Doesn't find anyone. Meanwhile, VP, after feigning bits of B presence, are pulling away to give a look while still keeping some players in at B. You know, it is one of these classic VP rounds. It's difficult to work around, difficult to guess even from our position. Body boosted up will find success. Bit of a run boost. Not sure that that was fully intentional, but it works nonetheless. Man advantage fnatic. And because of the mid push, you can kind of go both ways, right? They're still able to get in behind. Afro over here at Gen, looking good. Spots out the second, can't find him, but it's KRIMZ from behind that cuts off any kind of rotation. The bomb dropped. Electronic does find a head, but they've got to get back and get this bomb super, super fast. Not really enough time, one would assume, and indeed that is the case. fnatic take the advantage, take the lead, moving into that second half of overtime.
This is really good. Really good. Little pat on the head there for Afro. And, well, deservedly so as well. Nice, really important couple of kills for him. Not only as well the kills he finds, but in that kind of round specifically, he just buys some time. He knows he has to try and slow VP down, and he does. KRIMZ a super important little flank coming through from him. This lower, kind of towards elevator position, which nets 2 massive kills in 2 different positions. KRIMZ ever present. This is a guy who's still on fire. 27-17. What a guy, man. What a guy. He's just relentless. Body. That's that nade. Right over in the smoke. Takes a couple of pop shots. He's getting pretty damn close here to the flashes of Butte. MATYS or trade. 4-1 isn't terrible, though. Good information gain that fnatic aren't really present towards lower ramp, bar 1.
Big kill from Afro, meanwhile, on the other side of the equation. Flitz will find the gap. Will find... Ooh, the even up.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, corner of the head. That's a dangerous peek from Norbert. Gets the smoke down. Going to go in nice and wide now and try and regain some space. Confident. He really did not have a good time on the B-bomb site during regulation. Maybe things will change for him a bit here in overtime. A fresh perspective. Flit keeping deep control of the A ramp here, by the way. That's really going to throw a spanner in the works for fnatic. Time dwindling.
It is. Trying to make a move. Oh my god, Norbert, that is insane. Wow. Okay. One of the decisions of all time. I don't know what the comm was there to go flying down, but I think he thinks they're going towards A, or at least some miscommunication that they are, and it's wrong. And now James under a lot of pressure, has to hit a couple of shots, not just one. There's the first, looking for a second. Oh, and of course, ever present, inevitable James picks his moment and delivers. 1v2 now to close it. And tie this game right back up. Afro tap on towards the bomb, but he doesn't really have time to mess around with it. He has to try and stick it. And will this time. Molotov coming down to tickling the toes, and he's seen off. Really beautiful stuff there. Really nice work. James and Flick combined with 2 kills apiece. And this game tied right back up. But that's all down to James. Really nice work from him.
Yeah, beautiful finds. I don't know, man. The Norbert madness maybe just confuses them enough. They don't check their angles cleanly moving into B, I have to say. I think it was just kind of a timing thing. I think he was trying to get in behind, like you say, and
yeah, I'm pretty sure
they're expecting them potentially moving towards B.
Yeah, I think the Molly.
They didn't think they were in that deep.
That's what I think it comes down to. I think Flit ticked him with the Molotov, and then he gives up A control. So I like ramp control. So I think that they think they're doubling back. That's the only reason that would make sense to me. Like jumping down at that stage in the round is like wild.
Yeah, he looked a bit frustrated on the other side. I'm not sure. Maybe he didn't mean to. Maybe he was looking for like a position on Hazard or something. And obviously it requires a bit of movement, and he just gets caught by, gets surprised by seeing them. I don't know, man. It's all good. They won the round, so doesn't matter, right? That's what they say. Afro. Entry here with the AWP. Been playing a bit more confident. Oh, into the overtime. James going to take down his teammate, however. And a bit of 4x3 there for Afro, I feel. He couldn't see him, couldn't find that flick.
Flash over as James trying to reposition. Got the right idea. Afro playing on top of the smoke. I actually love this because he might get a chance. Barrel now spotted. James, I don't think he realizes how dicey his spot is, but the jump spot is a beaut. So smart, man. This late into a game and finding new ways to just find an edge. 40 seconds to work with. fnatic, we do not have a lot of time here. This push from Electronic could have been everything, but it's James, in fact, who's going to be the one to go for it. And MATYS gets caught. Flash coming over. Flip was boosted. They're going to be pressured now. Flip finding one. kyuubii finding 2, but it's not enough. Afro left all alone in a 1v3 with 20 seconds and running low on ammo. No chance in hell. Electronic will see him off. And it's map point Virtus.pro. They have been made to work for this. But they might just be about to get it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's been a really, really good game from both teams. VP on the precipice, but a second overtime definitely possible. We shall see. The time being taken in between rounds, it feels like, and some chit chat. A little more vocal out from Fame there, I believe. So yeah, looking good, and a few more voices in the mix.
Afro had the right idea there. I don't know if he spotted them through the pixel and top, but doesn't take a shot. Doesn't want to give away his position to the AWPs in this area, but bit of util for now is the classic mind games that start things off. Fame playing a very aggro angle on top.
KRIMZ, a super cheeky move here. He doesn't get away with it. Fame just mechanically able to shut him down. Definitely a positional move, a smart move from KRIMZ. But he is not fast enough for that frag. Given the onus, given the ability to go aggressive. 27 kills, rightfully so. fnatic looking for something a bit desperate in the early round. It does not work for them. Electronic gets the nade down. Good response. Finds the kill as well, despite his 6 HP. He will be traded. Meanwhile, Body looking for something on B, but there's a player that is ready for him. Norbert strikes true to maybe hammer this one in. kyuubii and Afro, the only ones remaining here, give their position away quite readily. Going to try for a bomb plant, and I think VP will be happy to give it to them. Doesn't matter too much so long as they win the round. Nade comes in. Nobody peeking, though. VP playing safe. There's that bomb plant. Now comes the burst, and they will eliminate before the bomb even goes down. 16-14, an overtime victory victory for VP. It ain't easy, and it never is with this team, but they will take it over the line at the very, very tail end of that extra roundage. We will catch you after the break for more of this banging matchup.